ForcePlay with his Mage Druid. Looks like his Hunter was banned.
With GibbiNation, we have Mage Druid Hunter with his Mage ban.
Okay. We haven't seen GibbiNation yet.
No, this is our first time spectating this guy.
Oh wow, that's a spider. Interesting.
So what? So this is most likely probably going to be a mid-range Hunter.
Wow.
With the spider and the frost trap.
It is a mid-range Hunter deck, and he has a piloted Shredder. This is interesting. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, I mean, this might be one of those decks we were talking about before we started the tournament. You know,
yep.
Those decks that just, where he throws everyone for a loop. Not expected. Not expecting a mid-range Hunter deck at all.
No. But with all the minions Mech Mage will put down, he might get a lot of value out of that Leash the Hounds.
Yeah. So
getting that bow out, trading to get that beast in the hand. Gets not really one of the beasts you'd really want to get from the spider.
Very cool. So he got a parrot. That's interesting.
Yeah.
If he has a pirate in his deck,
that would be insane.
Now that would be funny.
Yep.
What if he had a? What's the pirate that gives your weapons 1/1? Captain Greenskin.
Yes.
That would be funny.
That would be something unique.
Most likely not, but if he did, I'm sure he would have already played it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna use freezing.
And if
trap.
this is indeed a rematch, right? Or
is it a rematch?
Because if it is, then they might know each other's decks by now.
Oh, okay. It looks like GibbiNation played against Hugart.
Oh, okay. So it's not a rematch.
So GibbiNation
okay.
has not.
So they have no information on each other's decks.
That's probably why. That's probably why he didn't ban his Hunter.
Yeah.
Because if he knew his face Hunter, he might have just automatically banned it. But all right, so looks like we've got. I mean, GibbiNation seems to be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, and he's going to take more attacking into this Pilot Shredder if he does.
Yeah.
Can't play the Sledge Belcher yet.
No.
The only thing he can really play is the Pilot Shredder.
He could play a Spider and Kill Command.
Kill Command.
Okay, he's going to play the Piloted Shredder. All right. So he's just going full-on for control here. He's going to sacrifice his health points for as much control as he can have. Which isn't a terrible idea against a Mage.
Put him down to 9.
So, okay,
taunts
so
up the Scientist. And then he can even ping for more damage or just get a Cogmaster out. So get a Cogmaster.
Man, GibbiNation.
Savannah Highmate can't play it yet, yeah. All I can really, if he wants that Sledge Belcher for a taunt.
I mean, he has the Hunter's Mark that he could use. Yeah. I mean, I guess he wouldn't really have to use it for anything right now.
And he's going to have to play the Sledge Belcher before he takes out the Scientist. You don't want to give your opponent the Sledge Belcher.
He's going to attack the Scientist.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's most likely Mirror Entity.
Yeah.
I think
that's
the only secret that ForcePlay
Oh, there's that one. If he didn't use his weapon, and then he would have attacked with the Pilot Shredder, and he would have got that, could have buffed up that minion.
Alright, so Fireball comes out with the Belcher and the face, and it's
ping out of his game. ForcePlay with his Mech Mage just looks like he's having an easy time.
Yeah, he's really shredding through. Alright, so we've got the next match. It's just going to be
Druid Mage.
Of course. Oh no, it'll be Mage versus Druid? Oh,
yep.
okay.
Druid.
Yeah. It'll be Mage versus Druid, and if GibbiNation manages to pull this one out, then it'll be a match.
Jaina versus Malfuria.
You haven't really seen a lot, like a lot of Druid. We've seen a lot of Druid Mage matchups, and not a lot of them have really gone the way of Druid so far.
Yeah, we have seen that matchup quite often this tournament. So now we've got.
Let's see if GibbiNation can play it any different and pull out a win for the Druids.
Yep. Alright, so he did mull one card, GibbiNation did, and ForcePlay seems
Draws
to
a Fortress of Nature.
He mulled 2?
Oh, he mulled the 2, yeah, and just kept the Mad Scientist and drew a Fireball Antonidas.
So just go ahead and play the Mad Scientist, and GibbiNation will move on to... do you think he'll Wrath him? No.
He's going to coin Shade just to get that, start, getting strong, ramping up.
That makes sense. Kind of gives him a delayed counter.
Yeah.
To something, whatever he needs to hit.
We got a Frostbolt drew by ForcePlay.
It's I feel that GibbiNation is lucky that he got the coin here.
Yeah, because then he would be stuck with either Wrathing or Hero Powering, or even just innervating for something else.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that ForcePlay would have benefit from a coin. He would have a Clockwork Gnome on the field right now. Is he deciding? I think ForcePlay is deciding whether or not he wants to play the Clockwork Gnome.
Yeah.
Or something. I think the... Oh, no. Okay, there we go. It went ahead. It's going now.
That Lothab is going to really come in handy later on in this game, just to stop him from fireballing or doing spells.
Tell him that it's not updating.
Just going to restart the spectate real quick.
Some reason, another bug where it's just not playing.
Spectator mode is pretty new. I think spectating both players.
It's kind of glitchy. Yeah.
Wasn't updating. So
there we go. A lot has happened. We got 2 shades for GibbiNation.
Yep. It looks like he drew into a shade there, and looks like ForcePlay drew into the Annoyotron
and Pilot Shredder.
And Piloted Shredder. Yep. So
GibbiNation here thinking what he wants to do. If he wants to innervate.
Yeah, we've got GibbiNation with the Wrath. He's gonna do the 1 damage to the bubble. Makes sense.
Yeah, don't want to get that free card. Draws into a Keeper of the Grove. You can innervate Keeper and then take out.
Innervate for his Keeper to come out and do 2 damage to the
Mad Scientist.
Oh
no, silence the Mad Scientist.
Okay. Alright, well that makes sense.
Don't want to give him that free secret.
Move on to ForcePlay's next turn. We've got
easy take out the
art. Which one is he gonna get? Whirling Blades, okay.
I would really save that for when he plays Antonidas, just for that free fireball.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright.
Attack.
Some face. GibbiNation comes out. He's got top
5 mana. Ooh, that's good.
Which he'll more than likely play.
Yeah.
That Lothab is handy later.
Especially to keep this Antonidas from getting
he gets
free
to
fireballs.
the point where he can play. Once he catches up here,
yeah,
that Lothab's going to really help him.
See, and he's not afraid to use his fireball just because he has his Antonidas and other spells. It's a really good play. Just go face, really putting some pressure on GibbiNation. Zombie Child not going to really help. Can't play that Lothab.
Lothab does come out.
Zombie Child just to get some minions out in there.
Now this is going to help him catch up.
But now he just has all these. Yeah.
He could play He could play a Whirling Blade for 6 or a Crossbow for 7 or Antonidas.
Antonidas, but I think that would just get taken out.
Yeah, Antonidas would
you really want that out there
if he played
to get fireballs.
So ForcePlay is essentially he can't play anything.
It's most likely a pass. Just ping.
He's gonna
Frostbolt.
No, he's gonna Frostbolt to 7, that's really going to diminish the value of Antonidas when he does get to play it. And GibbiNation is just gonna come right back over here. He's got the lore to work with. He's got
which I really think you're really gonna need to do is bullet for some health. Because other than that, he's gonna Antonidas, Whirling Blade, get a fireball for next turn, and then just like fireball.
Lore for the health. And he still has a pretty decent board up here.
Yep.
We'll more than likely see the Antonidas and the Whirling Blades come out.
And
the spider can't kill anything but the Lotheb. Like,
the zombie child is not really, you're not really scared of that.
Yeah.
I wonder.
But it can potentially take out the Antonidas if he trades the zombie child and the Ancient Lore into it. It's still.
Well, he could
an
also
extra.
Whirling Blades the spider, ping the Ancient of Lore, and kill that with the spider tank. And then maybe use Mech Warper and Mirror Entity and just save the Archmage for later. I don't know. I mean,
lots of possibilities for ForcePlay to play. He's gonna go with the Mech Warper,
and then he's gonna play that
Mirror Entity, and then probably the Whirling Blade ping.
It's
no,
really not much
face.
of a surprise for Mirror Entity to come out.
Yeah. And he's gonna ping.
He's just gonna go for face.
Yep. Because he knows
for that fireball finisher. Ooh, Sludge Belcher is a very good.
Yeah, yeah, but he's going to be giving ForcePlay this Sludge Belcher, and he doesn't have any less minions to do.
Hopefully, he's smart, and GibbiNation clears the board before playing his Sludge Belcher.
Yes. But then eventually he's going to have to get past that Sludge Belcher with that Antonidas Fireballs coming out.
Alright, so he's going to go ahead and use his hero power to take out this Mech Warper. He's going to get 5 damage on the board. Do you think he'll even play a monster?
I don't think you really need to at this point. Just because...
Wild Growth.
Yeah,
yes,
Wild Growth to get
10
mana.
After. I mean, it would be dependent on what card he drew.
Yeah, he's going to give over that Sludge Belcher.
He's going to give him the Belcher.
Which I think you can get past with just sacrifice either your Lore or Lotheb to kill it.
Yeah, that's not a very important card for ForcePlay right now.
Now he got this.
He can't play his Mirror
Antonidas is
Entity.
protected
He's
right now.
Gonna Whirling Blades, get a Fireball, and try to set up for the win for next turn. Innervate comes out. He could play Cenarius and like really
Buff up his
buy some
minions
time.
or taunts. But you really need to get that Antonidas off the board.
Yeah. So we'll see if he's able to do that.
And he's
Looks like
probably going to have to buff up
he's gonna be able
that
to
Lotheb.
He's going to be able to Cenarius right here. He could actually Cenarius.
Buff it up, take out the Antonidas.
And ForcePlay is going to be in
And he still has that Sledge for the taunt, which is really good. And
ForcePlay will be in a pretty
if
rough
he
spot.
draws Savage Roar, he has the Force of Nature.
I think he's going to do it. And he'll also have that Cenarius. So he's going to have that Cenarius on the board as well. Now he's got a
5/6 Sludge Belcher.
Well
Taunting.
played.
very, very nice taunter on the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's not.
ForcePlay,
No.
it looks like it's shifted in GibbiNation's favor here. He finally made it to that late game.
To where you can just get these big monsters out on the board and get them in that combo range.
Yeah. All ForcePlay really has are these like really mid-range, low.
Low health, low attack minions.
Yeah.
And another Sludge Belcher.
Looks like GibbiNation's really gonna pull this one back. I don't see how ForcePlay is gonna bring it
It's
back.
going to coin to get in a draw, hopefully draw a Force of Nature or Savage
GibbiNation
Roar.
does not need to play any more monsters. He knows it's gonna be a mirror damage.
There's that Savage Roar. All he has to do is
Roar.
just attack face.
Yeah, he can. I mean, he can do Savage Force.
Innervate right here.
Oh,
I think this is game.
He's got Innervate. Yeah,
This
won.
looks.
He won.
Yep.
It's over.
That's good. Just holding out.
5 damage.
Low health.
Played.
Finally took out the Mech Mage.
Yep. It's the first time that the Mech Mage is lost.
Again, especially in this Druid Mage
He had
matchup.
plenty of. He had plenty.
So
All right.
Looks like it's going to be a Druid matchup coming up.
We're gonna have 2 Druids. We'll see who's the best Druid. That was an excellent play by GibbiNation.
Yeah, it was. It really looked like the Mech Mage was going to take it away.
Yeah, and then he brought it back. He just, like I said, you know, that's the most challenging part against a Mech Mage, is just getting over that hump. And once you've gotten over it, I feel it's just...
Start snowballing. You get those beefy monsters. You start healing. You
Yeah.
start drawing cards. Just that one step closer. there's another thing. The Mech Mage didn't really go to board clear. It was mostly face. So he would have those minions up there to get him within that range of lethal.
Yep. So we'll have Druid versus Druid. I wonder.
Want to see if they're having the same cards, or if one of them has a little twist in their decks.
They seem pretty similar. We've seen ForcePlay's Druid.
Yes.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
It's just going to be what they draw here in the beginning.
Against you.
Yep.
With 2 swipes for GibbiNation. Probably going to get rid of one of them.
Yeah, I don't need 2 of them.
And he's probably going to get rid of the Doctor Boom as well. So we've got...
but he got a Wild Growth.
Both of his swipes. I would think that swipe would be pretty good against a Druid.
Druids don't really have a lot of low health minions to get swiped, unless you just wanted the 4 damage to take out 1.
Yeah. I mean, against ForcePlay's hand.
Yeah, that's
not bad.
Yeah. Got Keeper of the Grove,
Kills
BGH, and Innervate.
Everything. So now we've got GibbiNation with Wild Growth. Just going to try to ramp up.
Get that extra mana, so he has 4 mana next turn. 3 mana next turn. Mage out of the face. Hero power.
Do some damage. Nation goes on. Oh, draws
3.
another Keeper.
He's most likely going to play Shade. Let that start ramping up.
That Shade will be able to take out the Zombie Chow next turn, so any damage that ForcePlay does right now is going to be
just canceled out.
Basically.
Savage Roar.
He'll get a little bit of damage through, but Zombie Chow is going to help GibbiNation heal back up. Okay, so he doesn't really, GibbiNation doesn't have too much of a play action.
Yeah, unless he wants to sacrifice his Shade into the Drake and then ping it for 1 with the Wrath.
Yeah, that's probably his best play, actually.
Ping it, just ping it first, see what card you get.
Yeah, definitely.
So you might draw into that second
Wrath. The
Wrath.
part about Wrath, it's not Mortal Coil. You can do it first. He's still trying to figure out whether or not he wants to do that, though.
Looks like he's going for that Keeper. He's just going to do the 2 damage.
Setting up for a bigger play in the future. However, ForcePlay has a very nice mana ramp right now. He's going to get to play his Piloted Shredder. More than likely, he'll play that, and then he'll have his Sludge Belcher next turn.
For that taunt.
Now, GibbiNation played the Keeper on the Drake to see if ForcePlay would then trade the Drake into the gift.
And it looks like he's going to. Oh, no, he's not.
Okay.
So getting some low ForcePlay, getting GibbiNation low on health.
So now GibbiNation is going to have his Lothab.
Now, I wonder if he's thinking if he's going to just Druid of the Claw for a taunt, which would be able to take out the Zombie Chow and the Piloted Shredder.
Piloted Shredder could spawn a Doomsayer, and none of this will even matter.
Yeah. Just back to a no minion board.
Always.
I was going to go his second Keeper of the Grove.
It's not very likely, but it could happen.
Anyway, is he just going to silence?
No, he's just going to
silence. Doesn't want that.
No longer an option.
See, but then now,
Just
next
smart.
turn... Okay, so he's going to trade to that. That's good. 'Cause if he didn't trade in that, ForcePlay would have Sledge Belcher and just gone face, lowering
Right, so
GibbiNation's
Harrison
health.
Jones not so good in a Druid Ditto. Alright.
Savage Roar.
GibbiNation with his... okay, they both have Savage Roars now.
Not really much
so now it's a race
GibbiNation
to
can
see
do.
who can get as many minions on the board as possible.
Yep.
ForcePlay, however, has 31 health still.
And he has no real answer to this Sledge Belcher. Wild Growth.
Does
now do you just
Wild Growth here? He's already got a pretty strong.
Or you could go Keeper of the Groves, Silence, the Druid of the Claw, and Wild Growth, and then just attack face.
Yep.
Or you can save the Keeper of the Grove for next turn and combo it up with Savage Roar.
I must safeguard the land.
It's gonna do it. Oh, he's just gonna do 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he has a lot of health to spare.
Yeah, he definitely does.
This is a good play.
And he only takes 2 with those 2 shields.
And then he can kill the Keeper of the Grove with his zombie chow.
But then, yeah. Oh, he's gonna go face.
Go face with that. Okay.
Shade not gonna really do much. Not at this point of the game. Oh, he's gonna Ancient War.
Draw.
Oh, he's gonna draw.
Okay.
Doom. And Sledge.
Alright, so ForcePlay. Can he
Ooh.
up? Let's see.
Is he gonna charge or taunt?
4 damage? No.
He's gonna taunt.
He had 1 more mana. He can finish.
Yeah, that would have just been painful for GibbiNation. If he would have Wild Growth the other turn.
Alright, so GibbiNation down to 10 life.
Wild Growth.
We've got
Sledge Belcher.
very few options here. He'll probably Wrath. More than likely. He'll Wrath, yeah.
You can always Wrath first just to see what you draw before you make the play. You know he's drawn to...
Well, I don't see... I mean, he's already got the best card to play after that Wrath. Wrathing first? I don't know. Let's see if it would have made a difference. Probably not.
Gosh, this is Zombie Chow.
So then he's going to go ahead and play that Sledge Belcher and
Zombie Chow.
put a Zombie Chow on the board as well. So ForcePlay says well played. Pretty sure ForcePlay does not have the win.
No.
Maybe he was actually complimenting GibbiNation on his play. That was one of the only combinations of cards that GibbiNation could have had to stay in this. Didn't have enough mana to use Cenarius.
And it doesn't look like ForcePlay really has any answers to the play GibbiNation just did.
GibbiNation could be living for a little bit. ForcePlay's probably thinking the best way to enhance his board presence right now. He's gonna have to lose that Zombie Chow, and it's just gonna
heal GibbiNation for 5
and put him out of that Savage Roar combo range. We'll see.
He might even have to use the Savage Roar just to deal with this Sledge Belcher.
I mean, he's more than likely gonna have to. Oh wow, okay, so he's just gonna Savage Roar now.
Attack.
And he's gonna go base.
And then Harrison Jones after all this.
Yeah. Or just as much board presence as he can possibly.
Now, if he no, he doesn't draw Force Nature. That would have been really good with the Savage Roar he has in his hand.
Yeah, right now, ForcePlay wouldn't be able to play Wild Growth for card draw if GibbiNation does choose to use Loatheb.
Just looks like he's going to trade. And then he can even trade his Zombie Chow to kill, not really trade, but kill the Zombie Chow to get 3 health.
Yep.
He can play a Doom bot and then Savage Roar next turn if he can't deal with Dr. Boom.
Yeah, that is a very big play. And he does have 9 mana now. There's always that possibility.
And he can even Hero Power just to finish off the Keeper of the Grove.
Yep.
Really?
There's always that possibility that GibbiNation draws the Force of Nature next turn.
Yeah.
And if he does, it's not looking so good for ForcePlay.
There's the Savage Roar.
So Big Game Hunter is going to come out, and Dr. Boom's just gone.
I've got the beast in my sight.
And
now he's at this point, and he's going to kill the Zombie Chow to get 5 health back.
okay, so he's back to full health. We have 2 bots on the board.
Druid of the Claw.
Okay, so we got a Druid of the Claw. That's a pretty hefty Savage Roar. Does he want to attack that first?
1 damage. Okay.
I'm surprised he didn't want that damage to go to ForcePlay's face.
Yeah.
But maybe he wanted all of the mana and to try to preserve as much health as
Yep.
possible.
He's definitely going to have to go with this Druid Taunt just because if ForcePlay does draw a Force of Nature, that's for that
we've
would
got
win the
that
game.
Loatheb coming out. ForcePlay is unable to play any card.
Oh, he draws a minion, which is really good.
Druid of the Claw. Very good for
Taunting himself.
ForcePlay.
It's really all it
for
can
now.
do.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to do a 7 mana Wild Growth to draw.
No. I don't think so. I would.
You never know.
So Druid of the Claw will come out here. Probably gonna be a bear. No probably about that.
Ooh, another
Double Savage Roar.
Ooh, wait, let's see what he got here.
That's
Savage
pretty
Roar.
rough. He's more than likely going to use the Azure Drake,
Yeah.
or will he Wild Growth first? Probably Wild Growth first.
Yeah, because that's 2 mana.
He wants that entire 8 mana to utilize.
Because if he draws into something big, like a Ancient Allure, you can still play it.
Yeah.
If you draw into a... what else? Could have a...
Moonbot comes out. It's 4 damage. 4 damage to
the face.
Bear would have been devastating for ForcePlay.
Yeah. Because he could just hero power, took it out.
Kind of dodged a bullet there. I mean, he ate a bomb, but dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
So...
it's going to go with the Wild Growth, draw that card for 2 mana.
Go ahead, excess mana. And let's see what we get here.
Swipe. Ooh,
that
that bomb would have even just hit the bear for 1.
Yeah.
Time waits for no one.
So he's
gonna
trade.
Face.
Establish port.
Azure Drake just to buff up that swipe.
And why not play the Shade? I mean,
Yeah, this is looking really good for GibbiNation.
Yeah, he's got a double Savage Roar next turn. It's gonna be doing. That's 10 damage.
Yeah, that's not
No, it's 20 damage. Sorry. Double Savage Roar with 5 on the board is 20 damage.
Savage Roar, swipe plus attack. Yeah, he's not going to have anything to stop this combo that's going to come out next turn.
Yeah. GibbiNation can do too much health.
Oh, there's even that Force of Nature.
And he drew the Force of Nature as well. It is just
he just has a plethora of choices
so
to win this.
He can win anyway he wants. This is going to go to GibbiNation.
This is just very hurtful.
Too bad for ForcePlay. He did not want to give GibbiNation the satisfaction of that win.
Yeah.
Conceded in the middle of the Force of Nature.